All right, guys, how's it going? So, we're going to talk about Alonso and Bayern Munich because obviously yesterday the news was dominated with suggestions that maybe Alonso would go there if they offered him the job and, not Liverpool. If that opportunity was there, if it came down to it, he might go to Bayern Munich. Well, this video is purely my opinion on the situation and I do not see him going to Bayern Munich at all. I really don't. And if Liverpool come in for him, I do not think that Alonso rejects Liverpool for Bayern Munich. I don't see a big connection with that club. All right, he turned out for them, as we know, obviously, and, but things have changed. He's the manager of Bayer Leverkusen and the rivals, right? So, first of all, I just don't think he goes to Bayern Munich over Liverpool. That's number one, if those two opportunities presented themselves. And the way that, I come to this conclusion is I look at things like his current situation. He has a good working relationship with the people that employ him, right, at Bayer Leverkusen, to the point where they have an agreement, a verbal agreement, that if one of his former clubs come in for him, which would include Bayern Munich, but Liverpool, Real Madrid, that kind of thing, that they wouldn't stand in his way if he wanted to leave. Now, some people will say, well, a verbal agreement doesn't mean it. Well, a written agreement doesn't either. But let me tell you this, right? I'm old school. So if I give you my word about something, that is more valid and more important and more strong than a written agreement between me and you. Just absolutely. Because that means the other person on the receiving end is trusting what you're saying, right? They're not being dictated to by law or something like that, anything binding. And that's massive to me. And so there is respect there, is the point I'm trying to make here, right? So Alonso would be, I think he'd be a bit of a shyster if he went to Bayern Munich. Now, not because a shyster because he's gone on it again, they've agreed, well, if a former club comes in for you, you can go, right? So he's not a shyster if he's not breaking an agreement. But I just think, hang on a minute, these people have been really good with you. They've given you an opportunity. The fans love you. And if you leave them to go to Bayern Munich, I think that makes, that tars the whole thing. And the responsibilities at Bayern Munich would be extremely high. I'm not saying he can't handle that. But to me, it just doesn't make sense. He's doing really well at Bayer Leverkusen. Why leave them to go to another German club and tarnish, fans will fucking hate him forever. I just don't see it, guys. I really don't. And what was I going to say? You know what I'm like with my memory. No, maybe that's just fucking it. Maybe that's it. Is that all I was going to say about that? Really? No, I know what I was going to say. Sorry. Also, think about the amount of work that needs to be done at Bayern Munich versus at Liverpool. He goes to Liverpool, he takes over, an exceptional squad, as Rafa Benitez would say, for sure. And if he goes to Bayern Munich, he has a huge situation to deal with. You know what I mean? The Premier League is the best league in the world. And I just think that the connection to Liverpool Football Club outweighs the connection he has to Bayern Munich, but I just think it's more about Alonso the person. Alonso the person. Imagine being at Bayer Leverkusen where you're loved and everything, where I think people would understand if he went to Liverpool. They'd be like, we wish you luck. The fans as well, right? If he leaves and goes to Bayern Munich, he's fucking hated forever. And that door is closed on a potential return to Bayer Leverkusen in the future if something went wrong at Liverpool or any other club, right? Because things can happen. And managers can go back to former clubs, right? Kenny Dalglish. Who'd have ever thought Kenny Dalglish would be manager of Liverpool second time around? I still to this day cannot fucking believe that. Amazing, to be honest with you. So no, I don't see it, guys. I don't see a concern or a worry at all to do with Bayern. I think, aren't they looking at Hansi Flick or something like that? I can't remember what I saw this morning. So, yeah, that's it. There's no point waffling on about it. No, I think it's more about Alonso the person, respectful, doesn't even consider Bayern Munich, I think. I'd be absolutely stunned if he went there. I really would. And but never say never in football, but I don't believe that. I think, you know, you might, I don't even want to go down the route of Liverpool's the better club, the bigger club, bigger association. All right, I've touched on that, but I think just the single reason of great relationship with Bayern Leverkusen, and the fans love him. I'd be an absolute shyster if I go to manage them. Nah, I don't see it, guys, not in a million years. If you appreciate the video, please give me a thumbs up, and please do leave me a comment. Thank you.